Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Nathan from MyCryptoParadise, and in this video we will be talking about the AAVE, and we will discuss price action, different patterns, compare them to the pattern that we had with the Bitcoin, which is very similar, and at the same time we will see how we can find the potential upside target, what could be the way, and we will share with you that way of finding the tops or where the price could be topping out. So what is AAVE? Let's go to the Coin 360 and just have a look at them. Let's go to the Coin 360 and have a look where is the AAVE. We see that this is one of the Ethereum tokens, and it is actually top 4 after USDC, WBTC, and AAVE. So this is one of the biggest Ethereum tokens. And what does it do? Well, we have it here. It's a liquidity protocol. Just to dive a little bit into it, AAVE is a decentralized non-custodial liquidity market protocol where users can participate as depositors or borrowers. Well, a decentralized liquidity provider. We clearly see that there is a lot of interest in it, and just looking at the coin market cap, we see that AAVE is ranked 16 by the total market cap, which is over $3.5 billion with the total capitalization. And look at this trend. You can see it's pretty steadily growing. Comparing just to others, there is nothing similar to that. Basically, it go in more or less straight line. We can compare it to the Uniswap, and that's it. It looks like no one else can provide the same performance. Uniswap and AAVE are the top during the past 7 days, and this is why it is so interesting. Let's go into the price action finally. So right there we have AAVE against the Bitcoin, and we can clearly see where the price has been ranging and where it is trending. So we have these support lines and resistance as well, because the resistance becomes the support as the price rises. So right there we had the support at 0.002, and there were multiple bounces. We can see that there was this range in July-August 2020, then price broke to the upside and formed yet another range, which lasted another 2 months, then yet again came back to the box and ranged yet again for 4 months or so. Then what we had is the clear break to the upside. But if we just compare percentage-wise, what is this move? We had it at 93%, so 100% growth at one wave. Then we had another 50%. Here we would have the same 100%, 50%. Now, next move was 30%. It's less and less of the growth, but this is normal in the exponential rising. So, and the next move that we might be seeing could be equal to the 20%. Now, we had this box just formed now, where we had this clean rejection and the price went down quite sharply. We would guess that this is because of the Bitcoin sharp rally to the upside. And many altcoins today are struggling against the Bitcoin, not all, but most of them, and the same with AAVE. What we had is the rejection of the resistance, and then price went down and potentially could be testing this support at 0.007, which is the previous area of resistance. Now, this definitely could be a buying zone for the AAVE if this support holds. So as lower it gets, as more attractive it might be getting for buyers. We can also see that these boxes are getting more narrow. Look at this box, huge. This is even longer, a longer consolidation. But here we have quite a small boxes, and this is what we might be seeing throughout the next couple of weeks. A pretty fast move to the upside towards this resistance. Now let's talk about the resistance and the potential target for this upside move. At this point, we have 127.2 Fips, which was applied to this overall correction. So this level got rejected, and we certainly need to break higher to move higher. But this area is certainly attractive for buyers because we are in a bullish market. Now, why this second resistance at this level? Well, we have here 161.8 fips and 361.8 fips. So yet again, 161 based on this correction, and we have another 361.8 based on this correction. So these are the two corrections used to draw the fips, and this could be the area of the key resistance. If we go to the forward time frame, just look what happened today. We had this rejection of the 50 simple moving average. So very nice rejection there, and this is a demand area certainly because it's very close to the previously made low, and this could be the point of interest for the buyers to drive the price further up and potentially towards 0.011 area. Nonetheless, we must consider that the 127.2 fips got rejected right there, and we need to break higher to continue the uptrend. At this stage, the risk to reward ratio is certainly much more attractive, although the risk that the price could be declining towards this support area remains much higher. The safer approach buyers could be taking is waiting for this breakout, some sort of pullback, and then entering here on the correction. So this is what it looks on the AAVE against the Bitcoin. Let's have a look at the AAVE against the USDT. Right there is the clear parabolic growth. We see that the price has been rising steadily since November 2020. Overall, we had a growth of 1,130%. Enormous. Only the last waves we had growth 75% and then we had 50%. Well, I have taken the calculation based on the breakout of the bullish flag pattern. So we have several bullish flag patterns here. First breakout, and then we had a growth of 75.5%. Then another bullish flag got broken and we had a growth of 52%. And finally, we had another bullish flag breakout, and maybe this time we will have yet another move to the upside. So strong move. So 75%, 50%. Well, this time it could be anywhere from 50 to 30%. Now, if we look at the 1 hour chart, price is continuing to print higher highs and higher lows, which validates the trend to the upside. And as long as this low holds, the previously made low, this will remain a strong bullish trend. Because if we will have this breakout, it will show us that the new lower low has been printed and there will be the risk of at least an A, B, and C correction. This can result in a price decline towards the moving average, which is 200 simple moving average. But as long as we hold this, we should be expecting price to move to the upside. In the beginning of this video, I was speaking about the potential targets, how to find these targets when you have this exponential growth, because there is not enough price action to analyze all the chart and see how far the price might be getting. And for this, we will share with you one of the ways to do that. So once you have a new higher high established, and then you can see the pattern has started with the higher highs and higher lows, we take the very first corrective wave down and apply Fibonacci retracement indicator. Usually, or in many cases, what we have is that the price rising towards 1027.2 or 1061.8 fips area. This is one of the ways to see how far the price could be rising. Like if we go to the Bitcoin price action and look at the history, we can see that back at the end of the 2018, we had this lower low printed and then a new higher high printed. So we broke above the previously made high and the higher highs and higher lows pattern has started. So we have applied fips to this correction, the same as we did right now on AAVE. As we can see, we have 1027 and 1061 fips. This is where the price did actually get, and at some point in time we even had this clean bounce of 1061.8 fips. So this is how you can use these parabolic moves and spot how far the price could be getting. And another thing, if we just copy this price action since we had this correction and place it on the AAVE, well, this is what we would be getting. So right there, this was the correction, and if we just apply more or less to the AAVE, we see that the pattern is somewhat similar. We had this consolidation there overall here, and we had the same with the Bitcoin. And right there at this spot, it was almost exact price action as we just had. Now finally what we see is that the last wave was pretty strong one. And this is what can be expected on the AAVE. So if I just remove it, you can see that we didn't have such a strong buying volume as here yet. So this could be the case on the AAVE against the USDT. And based on the comparison to the Bitcoin, we might be heading towards $383 or $400. So $400 is the key psychological resistance which could be tested. Overall, this is the area. Obviously, it could be slightly lower or could be slightly higher, but this is the area of interest with this last wave that we might be having right now here on AAVE. And this is our view on the AAVE against the Bitcoin and AAVE against the USDT. Alright, that's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to take it easy and smooth, and see you next time.